And Christian, I know that you made some parkour lessons to prepare for the role.
Yes, I did lots of parkour training. That was super fun. It was such a fun experience, and now I use that every day in my life. I just jump off things.
Muy buenas nación YouTube, ¿cómo andan? Soy Lucas Baini, esto es Cámara en Mano y les traigo un video muy especial porque hoy se acaba de confirmar la segunda temporada de Sweet Tooth. Esa serie increíble que nos estrenó Netflix este año es una adaptación de un cómic muy bueno, una adaptación completamente diferente de lo que nos cuenta ese cómic, pero lo que armaron es excelente. Si aún no vieron Sweet Tooth, se las recontra recomiendo, va a venir un análisis completo de la serie, pero hoy quiero compartir con ustedes una charla muy linda que tuve con sus protagonistas, Christian Convery y Nonso Annunzi, además de charlar con James Brolin, el narrador de la serie, personas súper hermosas, una dinámica entre ellas tan linda que necesito que la descubran en esta entrevista. Después de la charla nos quedamos un ratito más para contarles algunas cositas y nada, disfruten de esta entrevista sobre Sweet Tooth. Hi Nonso, Christian, I'm Lucas from Argentina.
Hello, Lucas. Very good to meet you.
Hello James, how are you? Nice to meet you.
You too, Lucas. Hi, how are you?
And way to go to close the season, huh? The way it ended, oh my god. Was it always intended to be that way or there was some tweaks during the shooting?
It was always intended, I believe, to be a cliffhanger like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a clever way of leaving the audience wanting more.
Yeah.
And,
Definitely.
It kind of gives, even for us as actors, it kind of gives you a real motivation for what what your character to do. It kind of makes me excited about getting back to filming. Hopefully if we do get a season 2, it's a real,
come on,
it's a real it's a real motivator, and to know that you're in a show that is number 1 all over the world is unbelievable.
Guys, congratulations on the buzz that is getting the show. It's amazing, super well deserved, because I really enjoyed this thing about the series. Takes this post-apocalyptic world, but it's kind of a warm story in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very.
Have you had the chance to watch it entirely? Because I know that when you recorded the voices, they didn't give you the entire show or the entire scenes.
No, I knew generally what it was about, and after recording 8 shows, I could piece together what I thought if I were doing it and only had that much information, what I would do. But it wasn't until last Friday night when everybody got to see the 8 hours that I saw the 8 hours last Friday night for the first time.
You saw the entire show in one night?
One night, yeah. We meant to watch 2 hours, but my wife said, let's do one more. Let's do one more. And then the sun was coming up when we finished.
I know that feeling, James. And Christian, I know that you made some parkour lessons to prepare for the role.
Yes, I did lots of parkour training. That was super fun. I got to learn all these new techniques about like bouncing off walls, rolling. It was such a fun experience, and now I use that every day in my life. I just jump off things.
Christian,
Okay.
come to breakfast, and you just go jumping. I love the way you started. Kind of 2 weeks ago, doing these interviews with just the horns, and now you have this ghost box behind you. You're just kind of borrowing everything from the set.
Well, actually, my mom and I carved this out.
Really?
Yeah. And this was a gift, and that's what Fractured let me have. Fractured FX is the company that created the mold.
I love it. I'm talking about this series. It's such a special part, the role of the narrator in any story. What drove you to take this first vocal role?
Well, I was asked to do it by Robert Downey, who originally bought the project, and I'd had lunch with him months ago, and I just got this call saying you're going to do this, and I had tried to do voiceovers in the past, but I'd never been hired. people said, "Oh, your voice is so recognizable," but that
Yes.
didn't mean anything, right? And now that this is done, it's been a phenomenal week. Now I'm in the voice business. Other people
Yeah.
are asking. I have another job. I have a movie that I'm going to do, vocals, and beyond this. So yeah, it's a whole new world for me. So
Yeah, I got really amazed that this was actually your first vocal job. I mean, did you enjoy it? Because it's been a special way to work, right?
I did enjoy it. I thought I was prepared, and I didn't realize how hard work it is getting it right. Just finding that good timbre in your voice, and showing up when the equipment shows up, and having a good day in this area. There's good days and bad days.
Yeah, definitely.
And so it was more pressure than I thought, but in the end, I love it when there's some difficulties to resolve. That's a good day to me. If it all goes as planned, I'm not as interested.
So I love the way you added some nuances to Jeopard. Which were those aspects in the character that you found more interesting and difficult to play with?
Whenever something is difficult or presents a challenge, that's what excites me about playing it. Because if I don't know how to play, I have to discover it in the moment. I'm a great believer that when you can rehearse and you can play, and all the knowledge about your character, how he sounds, the accent, the costume, all of those things. But when you say action, anything can happen in that moment. You know what I mean? It's like, for me, that's the magic moment. That is the moment that I live for, that I just say, okay, what can happen in this moment? And if I'm worried about how to play something, I just discover it. I just try to allow myself to be free enough to discover how to play it in that moment,
Definitely.
That way, certain improvisational things, there are lines that come out that weren't in the script that end up on film, and that's the way it goes.
I really felt that you had a lot of scenes together, and this kind of dynamic through improvisation really pops up during the show. How was to play that in the scenes for you, Christian?
Nonzo is the best partner I've had by far, because we have an amazing connection. He teaches me lots of things while we're acting, and he's super nice. So and on screen, I feel like that really helps, having those three things. Like, we always have like a connection offset and onset, and like the first day we met, which was the day before we filmed together, with no chemistry reads, no table reads, no meeting virtually, we just met straight up in person on set. We had that connection, which I really felt like immediately helped our chemistry in our scenes.
Well, guys, I need to wrap up, but I think it's not just me, the only one that is waiting for you guys to come back to New Zealand and make more episodes of this amazing show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lucas. Appreciate it. Yeah, be safe.
¿Vieron lo tierno que es Christian y lo tierno que es Nonso hablando sobre Christian? Los amé. Y por suerte, después de esta charla, llegó la confirmación de la segunda temporada. Así que si querés ver el análisis completo de esta serie, con spoilers y hablando de por qué es tan buena, suscríbete y dale me gusta al video, así te aparece el video cuando salga. Sin más, yo me voy a ir. Gracias por dejar tu like, gracias por dejar tu comentario sobre esta entrevista. Y nada, nos vemos en el próximo. Si vos querés, chau.